actually, the questions are really good. Those are really deep questions because in any interview, you want to know who the person is. So I'm actually glad you asked those questions in the beginning. Who is this person? Because no one just wants to pick a counselor or a coach and they don't understand them. No one wants your help until they understand you or they, understand you care. Like for me, instance, I've been through the storm. I understand what depression is. I understand what suicide is. I understand what the parameters are for coaching and counseling. I also have a lot more respect for those who are psychotherapists and psychologists. And I do believe with my type of counseling or coaching, I'm not even going to say counseling, but yes, counseling. I think all of us have a certain part we can play together with each other and not, kick another to the side. We all have a certain part because each person is different. So we all play different parts. Someone may need a psychotherapist. Someone may need a counselor. Some may need a holistic counseling. It just depends on that person individually. But I believe that we can all help each other. But going back to what I said earlier, it's easy to talk about something and make it sound good. But I feel honestly that for me, having gone through depression and attempted suicide and, the trauma of losing two parents and the abuse that I went through in relationships and stuff, a lot of this is something that is stereotypical. These are things that most people have gone through. And if it's not addressed in the beginning, I understand it can cause another situation. You have a child, doesn't have a parent, no love in the house. That causes them to look for love in all the wrong places. Any avenue can go, causes someone to go on drugs. You just don't know. So I really am grateful, sounding a little bit silly, maybe, that I've gone through those things because I now know that my journey, I was supposed to go through those things in order to be able to help other people that are in these situations now. But what's more important is I understand them and they know I understand them because they understand me first. Being really truthful, I think everything was fine. There's no one way to do anything. That would be a corporate type of a situation. If we were to change it, I feel like you came personable the way you needed to come. And it doesn't have to be that way. I think it should be personable. And I think this was very personable. I liked it the way it was because it's not so stuffy. When it's stuffy, people tend to not be who they truly are. And it didn't feel that way at all. I loved it.
If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you subscribe so you never miss any of our future episodes. Rate and review Obehi Podcast and share with your friends who might need it. I remain Obehi Ewafo. Thank you so much for listening and talk to you in the next episode.